My name is Mr. Steve. I'm a storyteller. Hello, everybody! It's me, Mr. Steve, and it's time for another story time. And today, we're doing a special story time. The first of many very special story times. See the tree there? See the tree? Yeah. You see the presents under the tree? And over here is some Christmas decorations. I wonder what story time we're gonna have. That's right! Universal Classic Monsters story time! Who wants to hear stories about Boris Karloff? No, but I do like that box set. It's limited edition. No, we are going to have a Christmas story time. Normally, I will read 1 or 2 or 3 Christmas books during December, but I went through all of the books in the house and I found about 5 different Christmas books and then 2 Christmas collections of different Christmas stories, and I thought, why don't we just do an entire month of Christmas stories? You know, a bunch of Christmas stories. So I'm going to be doing about 3 or 4 story times a week, Christmas stories for you kids. This is not something I normally do, but hey, 2020's been horrible, hasn't it? I got the coronavirus. So we're going all out for December, for the last month of 2020. I will be happy to see it go. Let's celebrate the end of the new year with a bunch of cool story times. So I'm going to be reading a book from this, Disney's Christmas Storybook Collection. There's Wreck-It Ralph, Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Cars. Only one of those was made by Disney. The others were made by Pixar, but hey. And I thought today we would read this Tangled book, or is it pronounced Tangled? No, pretty sure it's Tangled. Ghosts of Christmas Past. It should have been a joyous time. Christmas was coming. Rapunzel's very first Christmas since returning home to the castle. She had spent every Christmas locked away in Mother Gothel's tower since she was a baby. The castle halls were decked with boughs of holly. The butlers had just chosen the royal Christmas tree, which is probably better looking than the Christmas tree in New York City at Rockefeller Center. That thing looks horrible. Everyone did their best to spread holiday cheer. Even the crankiest townfolk were merry. But in the royal family, one person was not ready for a happy holiday. No way! I refuse to celebrate Christmas, said Rapunzel. What? Cried Flynn. Why don't you want to celebrate the most wonderful holiday of the year? Well, that's Halloween. Rapunzel looked shocked. Wonderful? She said. I think you mean terrifying. Yeah, I imagine that Christmas, all holidays, are pretty horrible when you're locked in a tower. Flynn Rider was confused until Rapunzel shared her memories of Christmases spent in Mother Gothel's tower. You know how it is, Rapunzel said. There's all of that eerie Christmas music. Mother Gothel sang it nonstop at Christmas time. I hate chanting and growling. Does that sound like regular Christmas music? I don't think so. That didn't sound like any Christmas music Flynn had ever heard. But he let Rapunzel continue. Mother Gothel also told us the tale of Nicholas, the ghostly Christmas elf, how he creeps into children's rooms on Christmas Eve and steals them away. It kept me up at bedtime. Rapunzel sighed and shrugged, but I guess that's why all kids have trouble sleeping on Christmas Eve. Man, talk about abuse. I hope there's a good therapist in the kingdom. Actually, no, Flynn said. That's not what Christmas is like at all. It was clear to Finn. Mother Gothel had made Christmas sound frightening on purpose. Oh man, that's so mean. It was just another way she had tried to make Rapunzel afraid of the world outside her tower. He smiled, taking Rapunzel by the hand. "You know what? I'll show you what Christmas is really like. Come on!" Flynn took Rapunzel outside the castle. She seemed unsure and a little skittish. Skittish? A little nervous? Shaky? "Just look around and listen. Does this seem like a spooky holiday to you?"
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
"Oh, so spooky, spooky. No more Christmas stuff, Christmas stuff."
Oh, let's have a Patrick Swayze Christmas one and all.
Ah, that's better. They passed a group of children singing Christmas carols. "Oh, copyright-free Christmas song. Oh, copyright-free Christmas song. Oh, how I love that I won't get sued singing this copyright-free Christmas song." That's a song. I just came up with that. I'm amazing. I'm the next Connor for real. They passed a group of children singing Christmas carols. The sound was sweet and soothing. The words were all about hope and joy. It was like no Christmas music Rapunzel had ever heard of before. Man, talk about deprogramming. She looks like one of the Charlie Brown kids that are always hanging out by walls. That was the cool thing in Charlie Brown's neighborhood. Let's go hang out by the wall. Just then a small boy ran up to Rapunzel. He held out a package wrapped in a bow. "Merry Christmas, Princess Rapunzel," he said. "I made this just for you." But Rapunzel didn't take the gift. Her eyes widened in alarm. "Trick package! Duck!" she cried, diving for cover behind a low stone wall. She peeked out warily from behind her hiding place. Ah! Flynn and the children stared at her in disbelief. "It's not a trick," Flynn said. "It's just a gift." He opened the box. Inside was a hand-woven crown made of evergreens. "Oh, she's the May Queen!" That joke's just for Mr. Steve. It's okay. Slowly, Rapunzel walked over to him and took the crown. She placed it on her head. "A real Christmas gift?" she said, as if she hadn't heard of such a thing. "Not an exploding trick package?" She knelt by the little boy and took his hand in hers. "Thank you very much." "Yeah, no problem. That'll be $50. He didn't really say that. Next, Flynn and Rapunzel came across a tree trimming party. Together, the townsfolk were decorating an enormous Christmas tree in the center of the town square. Rapunzel pointed toward the top of the tree. "You need a lot more charms up there," she advised, "if you want to scare off the ghostly Christmas elf." I'm surprised Mother Gothel didn't teach her about Krampus. She picked up one of the ornaments, "And I'm not sure these charms are anywhere near scary enough." Flynn took her aside. "They're not charms, they're ornaments for decoration. I'm Flynn Rider. Hey." Rapunzel looked confused. "Oh, well then, how do you keep the Christmas elf away?" Flynn couldn't help laughing. This is just like in Harry Potter, where everyone just makes fun of Harry Potter for not knowing everything about the wizarding world. "You don't know who this person is?" "No, I lived under stairs for like 12 years. I was abused. I was locked up. Sorry that I don't know who the most popular Quidditch team is. Y'all are rude." Flynn Rider shouldn't be laughing at Rapunzel. Okay, next lesson. They went back inside the castle where Flynn read to Rapunzel from several books about St. Nicholas. "Oh, we had this one at the orphanage," Flynn said, holding up a red and green book. "See, St. Nicholas isn't a ghostly Christmas elf. He's a jolly old fellow who travels far and wide on Christmas Eve, bringing gifts to all the boys and girls." Flynn showed Rapunzel drawings of a smiling, bearded man carrying a sack full of presents. Definitely no kidnapping. Rapunzel and Pascal looked at each other, marveling at the idea. And to think of all those Christmas Eves that they spent huddled together by the fire, too afraid to sleep. You mean children have trouble sleeping on Christmas Eve because they're excited, she said. Flynn nodded. That's right. So now that you know what Christmas is really like, do you think you might be interested in celebrating it this year? For real? For real this time. Rapunzel's face lit up. Yes, she replied, and she sprang into action. For weeks, Rapunzel lived and breathed Christmas, enjoying everything that the holiday season had to offer, everything she had missed out on while she was in the tower. In the castle kitchen, she helped bake dozens and dozens of Christmas cookies. Ooh, doesn't that sound good? She learned every word of every Christmas carol she had never heard before. She decked every undecked inch of the hall with garlands and ribbons, and for the first time she made beautiful, not spooky Christmas ornaments. I think there's nothing wrong with spooky Christmas ornaments, to be clear. Finally, she wrapped handmade gifts for each member of her family. She could hardly wait until Christmas to see them opened. She's really getting into the spirit of the holidays. By the time Christmas Eve arrived, Rapunzel was exhausted but very, very happy. Her family gathered to celebrate around the Christmas tree. Rapunzel's father, the king, who never says any words, at least in the movie, proposed a toast. For years our hearts have not felt whole at this time of year, because an important part of them were missing. He smiled at Rapunzel. That's my king voice. You like that? Ho, 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 ho. Yes, well, That was actually really good. I think that was a good king. The queen raised her glass and added, "But now, for the first time since you were born." That's my queen. Rapunzel, this holiday is a joyous one for all of us. Rapunzel couldn't agree more. Surrounded by her warm, loving family, in front of the crackling fire, she could not imagine a better Christmas. Rapunzel sighed happily and flopped down next to Flynn on a cozy settee. "Thank you for all of this," she said. "I should really be thanking you," Flynn admitted. "You know, this is my first Christmas with a real family. All of those years in the orphanage, I knew what Christmas was supposed to be like, but it somehow never felt that merry. Until now. Yeah, until you have money. But hey, whatever." Flynn and I might cut that out. Or I might leave it in. We'll see. Flynn and Rapunzel sat together in front of the fire, waiting for Christmas to come. But before long, Rapunzel fell asleep. Flynn smiled. After those spooky, sleepless Christmas Eves in the tower, Rapunzel had certainly earned a peaceful holiday. It had been a wonderful Christmas Eve, and there would be many more like it for years to come. And that's the end of that story. Yay! Well, that was a fun story. You guys excited for the holidays? I hope you guys are excited for the holidays, no matter what holiday you celebrate, because a lot of people out there get angry because you say happy holidays. Oh, how dare you say happy holidays? What you should be saying is Merry Christmas. But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of holidays that happen during December. There's Christmas. There's New Year's Eve. There's Hanukkah. 8 crazy nights. There's Ramadan. There's Canadian Easter. I just made that one up. There's a bunch of different holidays. And hopefully here for this month, we're going to be celebrating Christmas and a whole bunch of other holidays. There's going to be a lot more to come, so be sure and like and subscribe and all those things I'm supposed to say because I'm a guy on YouTube. But one thing I won't say, you don't have to hit the notification bell. I never do. That's annoying, isn't it? Yeah. You don't have to hit it. If you want, you can lightly tap it. You don't have to punch it. Why so violent? So, hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you later. Bye!